My friends, there have been so many really cool skins that have been in the Apex item shop through its about year-and-a-half life. Bringing back OG skins may become a big problem in the future, but for this video, I'm just gonna try to forget about that. And purely for entertainment purposes, I'm just gonna go over the top 15 skins that have been in the Apex item shop that I think look the coolest. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna start at number 15, the 15th skin that would be coolest to be entered into Apex in my opinion, and work all the way up to number 1. So my friends, let's get into the top 15 skins that should return to Apex Legends. I'm Alarmix, and let's get into the video. So starting off at number 15, we have Old Town for Mirage. This was a skin you could buy during the Fight or Fright event. This was, during the Halloween time, so this was kind of a costume themed skin. Also, the skin was released into Apex when, the Old Town Road song was a little bit more cool, I guess, a little bit more listened to. This cowboy themed skin for Mirage is kind of sick and pretty legendary. I mean, what can I say, people? It'd be super cool to be wearing this Mirage skin. It's just so much more different and so much more unique than so many skins that are currently in this game. The 14th skin that they should bring back to Apex Legends is Green Machine. So when I was doing the research for this video, when I was going through every character skin that has ever been entered into Apex Legends, this one kind of stood out because I've seen Zilbred playing it and referring to it as like Watermelon or something. I would also have to say the shape of this skin, it's a little bit more different, and I think it's kind of funny how it's actually color themed like a watermelon. Me personally, if I was controlling the OG skin releases, I don't think I would personally release this one. If I was going to release skins into Apex, I would release the really cool ones, the ones that people are really going to enjoy when they look at it. But I think this skin, what makes it special is that, only the big YouTuber Zilbred has it, and also because it's super rare, not too many people have it. That also makes this skin cool. I think if they would re-release this one, it really wouldn't be that great and that special, but that's my personal opinion, and even if they do happen to release this, I wouldn't be that upset. At the number 13 spot on this list, I'm pretty sure this is the only Battle Pass skin that I actually have on this list. Me personally, what I think about Battle Pass skins is a lot of them are really cool, but because a bunch of people had them through the Battle Pass, because a bunch of people were using them at one time in Apex, I think they get a little bit old to me. So the skins that I'm looking to put on this list to return to Apex are the skins that you don't see every day, and at the same time, they're pretty cool. So anyways, at number 13, we have Jade Tiger for Octane. This one actually came to the Season 2 Battle Pass, and I mean, this thing is looking pretty sick with the green and gold. The picture that I was using for this thumbnail was actually this Jade Tiger skin, and I personally think this is one of the best pictures we have of Octane. I mean, like, what can I say? This is looking pretty good. At the number 12 spot for skins that I want returned to Apex, this is Killer B for Bangalore. Fun fact, most of the time that I've spent playing Apex Legends, I've actually spent playing Bangalore. I've always kind of wanted the Killer B Bangalore skin, and I don't think it's really come back to the item shop yet. People has it. I don't think I missed it. I've always kind of had my eye on one if this one comes back because I've wanted to buy it. I've seen it said that the stripes on this Bangalore skin are similar to those worn by the Yankee officers during the American Civil War. There are so many in-game references. There might be an in-game reference for like every skin for what we know. It's not really, said what is an in-game reference and what's not. It's just kind of cool Easter eggs for us to find. And I swear every time I do these skin videos, I realize so many more and more Easter eggs. I'm trying to do an in-game references video in the future here, but anyways, I think this might possibly be an in-game reference. I'm not too sure. At number 11 on the list, we have GIBRALTRON. And actually, speaking of in-game references, I was kind of sitting here and wondering what GIBRALTRON was a reference to. I was kind of thinking Transformers, then I realized this is probably a reference to Megatron. Gibby is looking extra thick in this one. This was actually a skin you could buy during the System Override event. There were so many really cool skins that were put into the game during the System Override event, people. Like, it actually kind of blows, I think, all of the other collection events out of the water. At number 10 on the list, we have BRUDDA Bear for Gibraltar also. I always constantly get bombarded when I do these skin videos with questions on if this very specific skin is going to come back anytime soon. 99.99% of the time, I have absolutely no clue. I am not a data miner. And even a lot of times, data miners have absolutely no clue with a lot of the skins, and they get absolutely tired of those questions. But despite all of that, I think I still do have a pretty big brain guesstimation because right after about a year of of the skin's original release dates. You know, they're throwing them back into the item shop. You know, just saying, this skin coming in Christmas of last year, I think this Christmas, this skin does have a decent chance to come back into Apex Legends. I mean, to be quite honest, this skin is a little bit legendary. I do think people think pretty highly of Brudda Bear, you know, big fluffy Gibraltar, a big fluffy teddy bear, you know, I mean, that's pretty much gonna go down in Apex Legends skin history. I would not doubt if they bring this one back sometime this Christmas. At number 9, we have the Dark Cloud Caustic skin. So with this one, I mean, I barely ever see it. When I'm talking about skins that I want to return to Apex, I'm mostly thinking about skins that are a little bit more colorful, stand out just a little bit more. But I think the Dark Cloud Caustic skin, it's pretty rare because, you know, it's just a little bit more low-key, so maybe not as many people bought it. I've really never seen a Dark Cloud Caustic skin really anywhere ever. With this one, I'm gonna have to say this is definitely an in-game reference to something. Maybe not definitely, but if anyone would have any clue, maybe put it in the comments below. At number 8 on the list, we have Warrior Empress for Wattson. This one's an in-game reference, and this one is just as simple as actually being like the direct name of a movie. This is a reference to the 1960 movie, The Warrior Empress. You know, sometimes the in-game references are a little bit more hard to put together, but this one's pretty simple. I have seen this skin in-game once or twice. It looks pretty awesome. I would have to say this skin is pretty rare, you know. Not near as rare as some of the other skins on this list, I would have to say, but it's pretty decent. The Warrior Empress was released during the Iron Crown event in August of 2019. I mean, what can I say, people? This skin is pretty much the complete package. It's pretty awesome. At number 7 on the list, I'm a pretty huge fan of this one. I really wish they'd bring this one back. This is Last Laugh for Caustic. This was also a more costume-themed skin released during Halloween of last year. I mean, Caustic dressed up as a clown, like, people, absolutely, that is what I want to see in game. For this skin, I don't really care about OG skins. I just want to see infinite clown Caustics in Apex right now. I would have to say during the Halloween event this year, they are probably going to bring back this one. I would have to be a little bit disappointed if they do not bring it back. At number 6 on the list, we have Killing Machine for Bangalore. This was a skin that was also released in the System Override event in March of 2020. Even though the skin was released a little bit more recently, I really think that this may be the best skin for Bangalore. Definitely a top 3. I always kind of thought Bangalore skins were a little bit lackluster. They weren't quite as good as some of the other skins for the other legends, but right as this skin was released, I was kind of satisfied with the skin selection for Bangalore. I do have to say I'm pretty pleased with the red and blue on this skin. I think that's an excellent color combination. There's also a loading screen after this specific skin, and it's a pretty excellent loading screen. I do think I have it set to load in every single match. At number 5 on the list, we have Wise Warrior for Bloodhound. Now, why I want this skin to be brought back so much, why I think this one is just so sick, is just because it's so much different from all of other Bloodhound skins. This was a skin that was released during the one and only Bloodhound event. That cool, sweet trailer that we got for Bloodhound that was so long, the animated glorious goodness. I'm not gonna lie, people, this Wise Warrior skin, I mean, it's pretty unique, pretty cool, all that good stuff. At number 4 on the list, we also have another Bloodhound skin. This is Great Winter. Great Winter, I think it's one of the rarest skins in Apex Legends because it was released in the same month that Apex was released in February of 2019. This is a pretty premium, beautiful white skin. You know, you're going to be looking pretty fancy in this thing. I mean, there are just really no other skins like this for Bloodhound. I know I was saying that for the previous skin, but there are really no other just pure white skins like this for Bloodhound. I'm not going to say this is the rarest skin for Bloodhound because, you know, this one's looking a little bit better. Maybe a skin that was released, you know, right around the Apex Legends release date that wasn't looking so hot, maybe would have got less purchases. You know, for skins like this and a lot of skins on the list, maybe they shouldn't re-release it, but, you know, I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy it. At number 3 on the list, we have Judge, Jury, Executioner for Lifeline. Now, Judge, Jury, Executioner, this is probably a reference to a Judge, Jury, Executioner. Basically, someone who has the power to do pretty much whatever they want to someone because they are the judge, they are the jury, they are the executioner. This skin was released in the Iron Crown event in August of 2019. And people, I want this one to come back to Apex so much because this is, I think, quite obviously one of the sweetest skins for Lifeline. Like, people, people, I think this one looks absolutely unique and pretty absolutely insanely good. I think the fact that this is one of the best skins for Lifeline and also one of the rarest makes this skin just so good. Bring it back. My peeps, at the number 2 spot, this is the upgrade over the El Diablo skin for Octane, Redshift. Redshift has always been viewed pretty highly in the eyes of the skin collectors of Apex Legends. This skin is looking so good with the red velvet and gold everywhere. And yes, people, Judge, Jury, Executioner made it so high on the list because it was one of the best skins for that legend and also one of the rarest for that legend. Redshift is going to be the same there. Me personally, I would value the Redshift Octane skin as one of the most valuable in Apex because it is one of the most rare, as I was talking about, and also one of the best for Octane. I mean, people, Octane has some pretty solid skins. They're kind of insane, but I think Redshift is also one of those, you know, maybe even a top Octane skin, but that's kind of saying a lot. People, what do you think? My people, at number 1, this is gonna have kind of a boring ending to some people, you know, I'm favoring this legend once again. At number 1, we have Airship Assassin for Wraith. This skin is looking so low-key and so cool. This is such a great skin and also such a rare skin, you know, as the last 2 skins on this list. Airship Assassin is also a steampunk reference. I don't know if you know what steampunk is. I've explained it a couple times on this channel, so I'm not going to explain it again. It's kind of nerdy, but, you know, there you go if you didn't know that. This is a steampunk reference. But anyways, my people, I really hope you enjoyed this top 15 returning skins video. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it'd be really cool if you go below this video and hit that subscribe button. And people, that'll be about it for me, the Alarmix, and I hope to see you in another video.